As far as this team goes, Swamp is one of the toughest places to play. So talk a little bit about what you guys are looking to do to improve on what you had last season to make you an even tougher opponent in 2017.
Well, we definitely need to improve on our defense from last year, which I think is where we're going to be the best at this year. Definitely stopping the run game, and we need to. This year, we're going to have to be more spread out on offense.
You're one of the guys that Coach was talking about that will help replace the loss of Eli, who was, such a huge threat for you guys offensively. So now that he's gone and some of the other players have graduated, how do you take it on your shoulders that you guys are the ones to lead the offense?
It's a big opportunity for myself, but it's not going to rely solely on me, because since we lost Eli, we depended on him. Now we're going to have to be more spread out, so we're going to have to use all positions more. So
when it comes to next Monday's practice, the first time you guys get on the field, what's priority number one for Lakeland?
To get better. We have to condition a lot more this year. The heat.
In your eyes, what's the biggest key to the season? Coach said defensively he wants to see a lot of improvement.
I'd have to agree with Coach defensively to see more improvement.
What are some of the keys to making that happen, and who are some of the key players you think will take bigger roles defensively?
Our defense is, I'd say, more junior powered, and I think we had to stop the run game more. So I see players like Lawton Yoder, our linebackers, Keegan Hammond, and some of our defensive end like Kobe Mitchell, Gage Paulus, some guys like that. We have to do some work for us.
Perfect, man. Coach had mentioned you as one of the guys that's going to help step up, and obviously you have experience, but also fill the void of Eli, who was such a big presence for Lakeland. So talk about, now that you're going to be one of the guys in the spotlight offensively for Lakeland, how do you guys go about filling those roles collectively and make this Lakeland offense, effective every Friday night?
Well, Eli was a big aspect, and we all learned a lot from him, and we just have to work hard and kind of do our jobs. They don't have to be, really great, but we just have to, get it done and do it 100% every time.
When you talk about Lakeland football, what are some of the things you guys take from last season that you can apply this year to build off last season?
Our offense, definitely. We really kept it rolling on offense last year. Now we just kind of bring the defense into it. We all started defense really young, and we kind of built up. Now we're all seniors, so hopefully we can get it done on defense too.
Yeah, Coach mentioned the defense is something he wanted to see improve quite a bit this year. So what are some of the things that you can work on when August, I guess technically it's July 31st, but when the first day of practice rolls around, how can you get better defensively?
We tried working on some different drills to get it there, and honestly just kind of fill your holes and do your jobs. That's one thing that we've kind of slacked on the past couple of years, and that's going to really be a big factor on keeping the defense really good this year.
In your eyes, what is the biggest key to Lakeland having a great season, and then what are some of the things that you have as big goals for this team?
Effort's going to be a big thing this season. We all have a good team chemistry, and hopefully that builds on the field too, and we can just really work together with good communication and just kind of do our jobs.
As far as these Lakeland Lakers go, always a tough place to play when you go to Lakeland, but offensively you graduated guys like Eli, guys that have played a lot of football. So who are some of the guys that are looking to fill those holes and take bigger roles on Friday night for Lakeland?
Making up for some of our graduation, we've got Nolan Issacs, played quite a bit for us last year, and as a sophomore. He'll be a senior this year as a slot player and does some QB for us also. Then we got Lawton Yoder, who's going to be playing fullback for us again this year. Those are our two biggest offensive weapons coming back this year.
As far as Lakeland goes, what's the offseason been like? What has impressed you about the Lakers in the offseason that has you thinking really positive things heading into 2017?
I've been very impressed with our strength building so far this offseason. We went down to Manchester also last week and competed in some 7-on-7 and improved a lot from earlier this year at Homestead. So I was very impressed with the kids' ability to pick up our defensive system and figuring out where they needed to be and what time they needed to be there.
What is priority number one? Next Monday, not this coming Monday, but the Monday after that, is when you guys get out on the football field. What's priority number one for Lakeland when you hit the field this season?
We have to get better defensively. point blank. We've got to get better there. We gave up way too many yards and way too many points last year, so we really need to tighten that up. And a lot of that comes through the attitude with which they play. We got some guys that are hungry to get out there and start hitting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that translates to on July 31st.
For you guys, what are the goals for this coming season, and what are the expectations that you set at Lakeland?
One of the goals is always to win the big conference in NECC, to compete with the likes of Garrett and Angola and those type of teams. West Noble's going to be really good this year. So the big school side of the NECC is going to be really good this year. And so our goal is obviously to win that first and then go on and compete well in the postseason.